Hello dear students, welcome back to your science class. In our today's class, we will discuss our next topic, that is nutrition in plants. So as we know that plants are autotrophic, which means self-feeding, यानी कि वो अपना food खुद prepare करते हैं. So plants prepare their food by using simple inorganic materials like water, carbon dioxide and sunlight. And this process is known as photosynthesis. So let's discuss this process in detail.
Word photosynthesis is made up of two words that are photo and synthesis. Here photo means light and synthesis means to build. So the photosynthesis means build up by the light. यानी कि light की help से food prepare करना. So the process by which green plants make their own food in the form of glucose from carbon dioxide and water by using the sunlight energy in the presence of chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. That means photosynthesis वो process है जिसके through green plants कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर को यूज करके सनलाइट और क्लोरोफिल की प्रेजेंस में अपना फूड ग्लूकोज की फॉर्म में रेडी करते हैं. And here is the chemical reaction for photosynthesis, in which 6 molecules of carbon dioxide which are taken from air reacts with 6 molecules of water in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. Then the green plants prepare 1 molecule of food in the form of glucose and also releases the 6 molecules of oxygen gas. Now let's see the process through the diagram. Here is a green plant which can perform the photosynthesis because their leaves contain a green colored pigment named chlorophyll. But other than this, it also needs 3 things which are carbon dioxide gas, sunlight and water. So this plant will take carbon dioxide gas from air, sunlight from sun and water through the roots. Okay. So after fulfilling their requirements, it can perform the photosynthesis. Yes students? जब इसकी requirements जो हैं वो fulfill हो जाएंगी तब ये food बना सकता है. Yes. ये food किस form में बनाएगा students? Glucose की form में. अब ये जो food है इसको सभी body parts में transfer कौन करता है? आपने 9th class में भी पढ़ा था. फ्लोएम वस्कुलर बंडल्स. सो फ्लोएम जो है इस फूड को सभी बॉडी पार्ट्स में ट्रांसफर कर देते हैं. अब जो एक्स्ट्रा फूड बच जाता है जो प्लांट्स ने यूज नहीं किया वो कन्वर्ट हो जाता है स्टार्च की फॉर्म में और लीव्स में स्टोर हो जाता है. सो स्टोर्ड फूड को हम क्या बोलते हैं? स्टार्च.
We know that photosynthesis takes place inside the leaf, but exactly where does it takes place? If we see the cross section of a green leaf, we will find the cells which have a green structure known as chloroplast. This is the exact site where the photosynthesis occurs. Now we will see how a green plant takes its ingredients from the environment. So first of all, it takes carbon dioxide gas from air through the little pores present on the back side of the leaves, which are known as stomata. Next, the water is absorbed through the root hairs present on the roots. Now, the leaves of plant provide the surface area to trap the sunlight energy from the sun. Now, we will discuss the 3 steps involved in photosynthesis. Step 1. Chlorophyll molecules gets activated by the sunlight energy. Step 2. Activated chlorophyll splits the water into hydrogen and oxygen. Step 3. Hydrogens generated in step 2 are utilized to reduce the carbon dioxide to glucose. The plants also need nitrogen to make proteins to build up their bodies. The atmospheric nitrogen is taken by soil bacteria and then converted into nitrates and nitrites. The plants get this nitrates and nitrites from the soil. Now we will see the experiment to show that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. To do this experiment, we take a potted plant and keep this potted plant in dark room for 3 days so that the starch gets used up. Now select a leaf of the plant and cover a part of it from both the sides with a strip of black paper so that it cannot get the sunlight. Now place this plant in sunlight for few hours. Now pluck the covered leaf and remove the black paper which is covering it. Put this leaf in a beaker which contain ethyl alcohol. Now place the beaker in boiling water and boil it. The alcohol will decolorize the leaf because it removes the chlorophyll from the leaves. Now take out this leaf and wash it with cold water. Now place this leaf in a petri dish and put few drops of iodine solution on the leaf. And now observe the change in color of the leaf. Now we will observe that the colored portion of the leaf does not change color, whereas the uncovered portion turns blue. This blue color indicates the presence of starch. Conclusion: the covered portion of leaf did not receive sunlight, hence photosynthesis did not occur, and no starch was formed here. Now how can we prove that chlorophyll is important for photosynthesis? Yes, it can be done by variegated leaf experiment. For this experiment, we need a plant with variegated leaves, means the leaves which have different color patches. Now keep this plant in dark room for 3 days so that whole the starch present in leaf is used up. Now place the plant in sunlight for about 6 hours. Now detach a leaf from plant and mark the green areas. Now we will trace the leaf and green parts on a butter paper. Now put the leaf in boiling water for few minutes. Now keep out the leaf and put it in beaker which contain alcohol. Now place this alcohol beaker in water bath and heat this setup until the alcohol boils. After boiling, the leaf will decolorize and the alcohol gets colored green. Now keep out the leaf and put this leaf in dilute iodine solution. After few minutes, take out the leaf and wash it with cold water. We can observe that only green portion of leaf has been changed into blue, which indicates the presence of starch. And the other white portion did not change into blue. Here, conclusion is that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Now, how can we prove that carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis? Or if you asked, write an experiment to show that carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis. To prove this, we will do a simple experiment, that is potassium hydroxide experiment. So we will take 2 potted plants of same size and keep them in dark room for 3 days to de-starch them. Now place the plants on glass plates or smooth finished tiles. Now keep the potassium hydroxide powder near one of the plant. Now cover both of the plants with a separate bell jars. Why to place the plants on glass plates? Because we need an airtight environment for the plants. So we need a plain bottom and an airtight jar. But now the air can come through the edges. So how can we stop it? Now we will put the Vaseline or the grease on the edges of jars so that air cannot come into the jars. But what we will do with the air which is already in the jar? That's why we keep this potassium hydroxide powder in the first jar so that it can absorb the carbon dioxide gas present in this jar. Now our setup is ready. One plant without carbon dioxide gas and one plant is with carbon dioxide gas. Now keep these plants to stand in sunlight for 2 hours. Now pluck the leaves of 2 plants and test them for the presence of starch. Does the leaves have same amount of the starch? No. The plant with KOH plate shows no signs of starch, and the plant without KOH could prepare some starch. By this experiment, we can conclude that CO2 is essential for photosynthesis.